Hello YouTube again, and anyone who's watching this on any other platform. And I know it's a bit random, isn't it? Is Danny back doing videos again? Well, yes and no, not quite. Still kind of not in a position to just constantly be banging out videos like I was previously, but who knows, maybe one day I'll be back to that. But for now, I'm not. This is something that I had to think about as to whether or not I wanted to make a video on, or whether I just do it, because in some ways just like making a video and talking about it is really tacky and really like it comes across as a bit like, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing, look how virtuous I am. And I really didn't want to come across like that. But then I also thought maybe by doing this and putting it out, I'm giving myself the what's the word here, I'm sort of forcing myself to do it rather than sort of not do it. You know, I'm creating accountability. That's the one. I'm creating accountability. And also I thought maybe someone else may want to give it a bash as well. Now, it's become a thing in the last sort of, I would say, decade maybe, to do something called Stoptober, or Stop October. And for most people, that is simply just stop drinking. And that's it. And then stop drinking, and I don't know, I think there's now a charity element to it. Anyway, I don't really drink much anyway. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, so going sober October in regards of alcohol is not really a challenge, because most of the month of the year for me is sober anyway. Excuse me. Look at that, I'm boring myself. I'm boring myself. Not even 2 minutes, I'm already boring myself into yawning. But yeah, anyway, now I'm making this on the, see my watch here, 30th of September. I believe tomorrow is the 1st, Friday the 1st. It must be, because my brother's birthday is on the 2nd, and that's the Saturday. So tomorrow is the 1st. I'm gunning for my own Stoptober challenge. Call it a challenge, maybe call it more of a what do you call it, detox maybe. Although the word is kind of loaded, because as we know, the body doesn't really detox, it just detoxes itself. Somewhat, I don't really know too much about detoxing, but anyway, digress. Here is what it is. This is about detoxing your mind, body and soul, really. Mind, body and soul from essentially the matrix around us, all right, for lack of a better word. I hope you can understand the kind of the metaphor of that. I don't literally think that we live in ones and zeros, although at this point I wouldn't be surprised. So what's the rules here? What are we allowed to have? What are we not allowed to have? Now, no drinking of alcohol. Okay. No use of drugs. Okay. In that included is caffeine. I can already tell that some people are like, fuck that. Think about this just for a minute, all right? Are you really that reliant on this stimulant? If you are, why? And if that doesn't bother you, why as well? Like, I don't want to be reliant on any one stimulant. I don't want to live my life pretty much, just because I'm not injecting it doesn't mean it's not really an issue, that this just constant stimulant just to keep myself going day to day. Now, I understand and I respect and appreciate the advancements in the advancements of human beings thanks to caffeine in no small part. I mean, you know, using hot water boils out bacteria in the body. It's allowed for sharper minds through a longer period of time. Probably helped develop a lot of things like buildings and all that sort of all the technologies that we take for granted. But let's try a month away. Just try a month away from it. Also, here's something worth considering. Apparently, when you do a long time away from caffeine, the first one back is really good. Really good. So yeah, it's all forms of caffeine. So with that includes chocolate as well. Chocolate has a small amount of caffeine in it. Trying to think if there's more or less in dark. I think there's more caffeine in dark chocolate. Excuse me again. That hopefully becomes a thumbnail. Again, I'm boring myself. 5 minutes in. Here we go. Let's wrap this up. So, no drink, no drugs, including caffeine. So in that, you can't have chocolate. All right. No mainstream news. So that's no television news. All right. I don't want any of it. Okay. ITV, BBC, Sky, GB News. All right. If you're in America, CNN, MSNBC, Fox. You get the idea. Gone. Cut. Out. All right. None of it. No. What my wife, I've got married by the way, know what my wife would call easy watching, okay? Come Dine With Me, Bake Off, Love at First Sight is the one that I'm going to be like, we are kind of in at the moment. You got to love the drama, haven't you? You got to love the drama of it. Just give me more drama. Really, actually, I'm going to say just no sort of, no fiction. I'm gonna like, as far as like TV, we've started watching Sex Education, the new series, and now I'm thinking I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that out. All right, I'm gonna cut that. All right. No social media. No Facebook. No Instagram. No Twitter. I'm gonna throw. I'm undecided on YouTube. Now, it depends on what you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching something that's like mindfulness and body and things like that, then okay. If you're using it just to watch cat videos or something like that, then probably don't bother. No video games. I don't know what, I've run out of counting. No video games. Okay. Now, if you're sort of sat in the front room and someone else is watching the news, rules are you need to like get a book out or something. You need to be reading instead. Okay, read. Stick a podcast in your ears, something worth listening to, not something useless or don't listen to a trashy news gossip podcast. Okay, something that's some brain food. Okay, brain food is what I'm talking about. Okay, brain food. I think that's pretty much it. That's the challenge, okay? Might try and, I'm considering for myself throwing in a sort of meditation element to it, but I won't put that on you. Maybe try and squeeze in 5 minutes of meditation a day. And that's it. That's the challenge. Is it a challenge or is it really easy? We're going to find out. No social media. I've included YouTube, so I'm not going to be on here for the next month. Not that that's made any difference. I haven't been on here for a month anyway. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you do it. But I'm not going to read it for a month. So cheers, everyone. And maybe I'll post something more fruitful soon. Thanks. Bye.